exclusively with kitchen and bath remodeling companies, helping you expand your business and increase your sales and leads through online marketing efforts. So what we're going to do today is continue our series on how to optimize and generate more leads through digital marketing by taking a look at part of our complete online checklist. Today, we're going to specifically take a look at what you can do to your website to increase conversions, to keep people on your site longer, and most importantly, to get them to that all-important page where they actually schedule a consultation with you. So if you'd like the complete guide that we're going to be talking about, you can come to our website, click pretty much anywhere to download the free guide, come down to this page here, fill out the form, and it'll get it right away. So with that said, let me take you over to our checklist. And in the checklist, you'll note that there are a whole host of areas that we can look into, whether it's how to optimize the website for conversions like we'll do today, how to optimize for search engine ranking, things to look at to make sure your site is going to rank in Google Maps, how to make sure that you're taking all the steps to ensure that your online paid marketing is working, that your social media is on point, and that your follow-up through your CRM and your email automation is working and you're doing everything right there. So, like I said, you can download this checklist anytime. With that said, let's kind of jump into it. So, the first thing that you want to do is you want to take a look at your website and you want to make sure that you have a way that people can contact you and that they can always contact you. So the most important piece is make sure that your phone number is right at the top of every page, not just the home page and not just in the nav bar, but it's really helpful if your nav bar is sticky. So as people scroll down, that phone number is constantly there. The next piece of that is that you also want to make sure that you have some way for people to actually book a consultation or to contact you in some way. And we'll get into that in just a moment. But moving on again, what we're talking about is converting. What makes people feel comfortable with you, with your company, with your website especially? I know a lot of these people, they may have found you on Google. They may have gotten a recommendation. They might have even clicked over from a Google ad or a Facebook ad, and they really don't know anything about you. So you need to instill that trust and that confidence. And the best way to do that is with images and videos of you, your team, of real people. And the reason for that, as you think about it, is people like to do business with people. They don't like to do business with other companies so much. So they want to know there's a person behind it. And showing your guys going in and installing new cabinets or putting in countertops, doing stonework, going through a design consultation, something to that extent. A short video is great. Video testimonials are great. Photos, they work too. Nice thing about photos, they can be geotagged, and you can use those through other search optimization techniques, including optimizing your GMB listing. So that's a really important piece to, again, instill that confidence. The next piece is the call to action. What do you want someone to actually do when they come to your website? Well, the first thing that comes to mind is, in order to make a sale, you got to get somebody in the door, and especially in this industry, in kitchen remodeling and home improvement, it's that initial consultation, that complimentary consultation that you're going to offer, and you're going to come out to their home, or you're going to have them come to your showroom, and you're going to go through kind of a process. So to do that, we always want to make sure we have some kind of a button on the page in every section that allows them to book that free or that complimentary consultation. The other thing that you may want to do is, depending on if you have the ability to staff a chat, or even just build in some artificial intelligence, you may want to have, a way just to do some chatting, to interact with people. And one of the tools that we use often is something called ManyChat, which is a great tool. It's totally free. It integrates with your Facebook Messenger. So that's something that you can implement in it. And if you know just a little bit about programming a chat bot, you don't need to know any kind of programming language. It's just some simple conditional things. If someone says this, then have the bot say that. You can put one up, and there's always somebody out there who can help you set that up. Another piece that's really, really critical is whether your website's mobile friendly. You know, just says, how many times have you gone to a website? It looks great on the desktop, looks great on your laptop, but then when you take a look on your phone, it's about this big, and it's all crunched in like that. Well, that's really not helpful. So you want to make sure that your website is programmed so that it has a different appearance on a tablet versus on a phone versus on a laptop desktop. And then even on a tablet, or a phone, depending on if you rotate it, if I take my phone here and I rotate it thus the way or that way, then the screen resolution is going to be different. So you want to make sure that it's coded to do that. And not only is that important to increase the conversion, because if a user can't see it and can't make out what they're looking at, they're not going to stay on your site very long. But from just a search standpoint, Google takes responsive websites into account in its algorithm. And then another part of one of the things that Google takes into account, and they do so because it's so important to users, is your speed. So what I would recommend is that you go over to a website called gtmetrics.com and you put in your URL and you try and see how fast your website's going to load. And it will actually give you some free tips on things you can do to improve your speed. Now, sometimes it's totally out of your control. It's a hosting issue. I don't like to speak poorly of hosting companies or any other company, but there are some. Not all companies are built the same. Not all provide the same service, and there are certain hosting providers such as Bionic WP, SiteGround, Bluehost that are better than others. So that's just something else to consider. So this is just kind of a quick overview of things that you can do in order to help optimize your website for conversions, so that when you do get people on it, that they go through the process of actually taking that step to request the consultation, looking for your call to action, and then executing on it. I'll be back soon with another piece on how to optimize your website for search engines. And again, if you're looking for this complete checklist, you can simply go to our website, kitchenremodeling.seo.com/internet-marketing-strategy-guide, or really just click anywhere on the site. It'll come right up. Again, Mike Goldstein with Kitchen Remodeling SEO. Talk to you soon.